They should go to a place even worse than hell. They should go back to Africa. These niggas. You see those clips from UK 2025, you know, and how migration just doesn't work. You see all these crazy scenarios play out. This time it was like right in front of my nose, right? No clips, no editing to fit a certain narrative or, you know, edited some type of way. No, it was real life, right in front of me. I saw the issue as stereotypical as it gets, right? Friday, 12 September 2025, here in the Netherlands, Deventer, Beestenmarkt. It's like a square. It's like a little square, and you got supermarkets next to it, and a parking space for your car. Boom! I parked my car. This was at 5:30 p.m. Parked my car at the Beestenmarkt square, ready to get out of my car. I saw these kids moving by on their bicycle, right? And yeah, just fucking kids. Two little blonde girls. I estimate like around the age of 13 or something. Just kids on a bicycle. They were passing me by. Nothing was registering in my head, but a couple of meters behind those kids on a bicycle was, in Dutch we say AZC'er, like asylum seeker, right? Pitch black looking man, like there was no doubt about it. It was like an asylum, like an asylum seeking immigrant. You could tell by the disheveled clothing. Dude was black. He had kind of yellow in his eyes and teeth, like I've known straight out of Africa type shit. You know what I mean? And I saw this guy shuffling by, you know, trying to get the attentions of these kids. He said like, started like, psst, psst, hey, come here, right? These girls were just biking. They were doing nothing. They were just on their bicycle on the way home. Psst, psst, come here. Kankerhoer. He was like yelling like an insane person. Like, you know, if you would hire someone for a role as, you know, African warlord, that type of fucking bouldering voice. Kankerhoer, blah, 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 blah. To kids, you know, as I saw these kids right in front of me, man, their blonde little hair turned white or some shit, right? They were terrified. And of course, this happening right in front of me, I felt some type of way. So I said, hey, y'all, do them all, right? So I yelled that at a crazy motherfucker. And there were like other people around, right? So obviously from the asylum shelter nearby, also some black dudes. And they weren't even like, you know, hey, chill with that, man. Cool it, man. Get the fuck out, man. Those are kids or something. Nothing. They did nothing. Absolutely nothing. On the other hand, it's good they did nothing because they also didn't come at me for coming at that dude. But still, you know, that's not a good thing. If you see someone abusing a child and you just let it slide, what the fuck are you doing? You know? And that's the type of mindset we're welcoming in our country. Like, what the fuck? Now that pissed me off. Anyway, I popped my you know, face to face with that dude. Well, at least, yeah, I'll say this. What did I expect yelling to a pedophile moron like that. At least he wasn't screaming obscenities at little girls anymore, right? Now, as predictable as all hell, this dude was on some primitive monkey brain shit, you know? Trying to intimidate me, trying to prove like I'm not afraid of you, like I'm not listening to you, I'm not afraid of you, you and them and Nederland, right? That type of attitude, right? Like, you know, slowly, intimidatingly stepping up to me. It's like whatever, you know? But as I was standing there with that lunatic in front of me, I kind of realized what's the fucking point, you know? I'm not gonna engage in some bravado bullshit with this fucking disgusting looking. You know, I don't even want to put hands on a motherfucker because they look so fucking disgusting, right? I'm a grown ass man, but even I thought that dude was scary as hell. Imagine, you know, some little ass girls having to bike on by, getting shit like that yelled at them by a motherfucker who shouldn't even be in my country, you know? Anyways, I'm rambling on a bit. So, yeah, I realized there's no point into engaging in this person any further. So, as I walked away, I realized like, yeah, no, that shit. I saw child abuse right in front of my nose, and I'm supposed to let this mother just keep on sitting here, do nothing, you know, because that's the most, you know, painful part, in my opinion, because there were other people kind of walking around. Of course, you know, his group, I guess the people he was with, the other asylum seekers, yeah, of course they didn't do shit. Yeah, go figure, right? But there were other people around. They didn't check that they were just, and they weren't even, it wasn't even like they were terrified, like, oh, a scary situation going on over there, I'm just gonna, you know, no, nothing, just blank stare, zombie-eyed, walking straight ahead. Now, admittedly, the majority, you know, were like immigrants, but not from, they didn't give me asylum seeker vibes per se, right? Maybe one, I even saw one white dude, but who knows, he might be Eastern European or something, I don't know. They all did nothing, while a guy was publicly on some child abuse bullshit, right? That's the type of shit that fucks me up, you know? So as I tried to walk away from this situation, I was like, fuck that. You know, I dialed 8928, that's like 911 in America, sort of similar, like an emergency. I called the cops. You know, I'm not gonna fight with some nasty. Of course I wanted to break his face. I ain't gonna lie, I'm feeling kinda heated just, you know, reminiscing about that moment. I can't just do nothing, you know, while this freak might be attacking some other woman or going at some other kids. So, yeah, no, I fucking called the police. I called the cops on his ass. Now, if you're in a Western country, in the state as it is now, and you're still on some no snitching and I'm gangster type bullshit, well then you're a fucking moron. Then you need to grow the fuck up. There's no point in throwing your shit away. There's no point in trying to be a hero, because social media clips, it all moves so fast, people forget you within a half a day, you know? And if it gets too graphic, your clip even gets blurred, so what's the fucking point in acting out? Call the police on these type of people when you catch them red-handed. The mistake I made was I passed on the info, the where and how the motherfucker looked. But, you know, in retrospect, I should have I should have pulled some citizen's arrest on his ass, you know? I don't know, it might be the nerves or something. I'm not prepared for a situation like that. I'm not, you know. A 5'7" fucking receptionist worker, right? What do I know about all that type of shit? So, yeah, no, that caught me off guard. But in hindsight, I fucking regret, you know, not staying there, you know, making sure the cops arrived and that motherfucker wasn't going anywhere. Because I called the cops, I went on, do my shit, you know, I had letters in my hand I wanted to post, and I had to do the groceries and shit. And yeah, at that moment I wasn't thinking about that, right? Who knows, it might be the nerves. It was kind of a dicey situation, you know. Is this, you know, unreasonable, uncivilized individual gonna fucking lash out at me physically? What about his friend sitting, you know, close behind him? I did not know, right? So, yeah, no, I was nervous. I was feeling jumpy and shit. Didn't feel good. And that was the start of my weekend. Anyway, I feel like media isn't gonna... This is the type of shit that's really happening, you know, even in fucking hunky-dory Netherlands, which has been going down for man, to my knowledge, it's been getting more multicultural over 30 years, and we're all just, you know, getting poorer. Shit is looking more worse for wear in the last 30 years. Thanks to the European Union or whatever. I don't want to go too deep in it, but I do notice this shit, these incidents with creeps, with immigrants, with Africans is getting worse. And as far as a solution, none of that. I ain't hearing, nothing is happening, nothing is getting done, you know. As a matter of fact, now I see advertisements from the YouTube channel of the European Union. Go check out the European Union and see how it's tackling the housing market issue. Like, fuck off. Those are just the sickos that try to propagate the shits that's been going on, that's been getting worse. It's insane. Fuck the European Union, and by no means should they now be posting, you know, trying to win us over with their YouTube advertisements while they've been fucking up for 30 years. Haven't been doing shit about the housing market for 30 years. It's just, you know, and then thinking about what I witnessed with these kids, you know, getting abused by some crazy fucking immigrant. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. So, no gimmicks, no skits. This really happened. I didn't pull up my phone and filmed all this shit. I wasn't even thinking about it at the time, but this actually happened. Established media doesn't want you to know. The YouTube, the algorithm is probably trying to suppress me trying to put this out. But I feel like, yeah, what else can I do, right? Make a shitty YouTube video, trying to reach out to people like this is what's really going on, you know? Maybe people start taking their responsibilities as a citizen more serious. Maybe people are gonna vote wiser if the more of us are just putting out what's actually happening instead of in zombie mode, like I see nothing, I don't hear nothing, I'm just gonna walk straight ahead while I'll see a fucking atrocity happen before my eyes, you know, like I'm not going to hell for that shit. Because all these sick that were around and didn't say nothing, that didn't do nothing, that just sat back, let their homie yell perverse things at kids, you know, they're all going to hell. Fuck them, you know. They should go to a place even worse than hell. They should go back to fucking Africa. These niggas.